Hello and welcome to Design Space Friday with Shirley Ross, and today I'm going to show you how I created um, kind of the border look on a layout that I was doing. It was for my grandbabies. They did a play, and so I wanted to have something that kind of looked like the movies, theater. So I found several different images because I couldn't find a border that had exactly what I wanted. And on the layout, there was a spot where I could slide this underneath an element that was on the scrapbook page. And so you just saw all these pieces across the top. I liked the look of it. So I'm going to show you how I did it in case you want to try it out for yourself. So the first thing I'm going to do is to select this and group it. And then I am going to hide that so that we can work with the images that I brought in. So we're going to start with the shape so we can make the half-inch border piece that I made. That's going to kind of be the base. And I made it 11 and a half by a half an inch. Now, if you wanted to try to make this a true 12 by 12, just remember, make it 12 inches wide. When you put it to the mat, it's going to ask you to switch to a 24-inch mat. So go ahead and do that. And then put your paper on a quarter of an inch down from where you normally would put it. And it should cut it to a true 12 inch border if that's what you want. So what I did for this one, I'm going to do another kind of movie theme, but it's just going to be strictly movie theme. So I brought in several images, and the first thing I'm going to do is to get rid of some of the pieces. I only unmove it first, and then it'll move it to the top. Remember, anytime you're playing with something, it makes it the top. So I'm going to select each piece that I don't want, and I'm going to delete it. And this is the back piece. So all I have are these two reels, and I'm going to leave them ungrouped so I can play with where I put them up there. So I'm going to move those up out of the way. Now I know I want to use both pieces of the popcorn so that I can get well, you know what? I think I'm not. I think I'm just going to use the top portion and see what happens on that. So let's ungroup that. You know, sometimes my brain changes its mind, and we'll get rid of the back piece. I wanted to make sure it had stripes, so let's do it that way. And this one, I only want the front piece, so I'm going to ungroup that and delete the back because I just need the front. And then on the ticket, I'm going to do a couple of things with it. I like that it has that red outline around it, but these pieces are all going to cut out separate and have to be pieced on there, and I think I would rather it not be. So I have ungrouped it, and I'm going to first get rid of the red piece, and then I am going to check out because I think there's some contours. Yeah, so we're going to get rid of the contours. I only want the back. I think that should be it. All right, so we should just now have one piece, and we do. And then I'm going to do the same thing, and I just want to contour out this border that goes around. I think that may work. Let's see. But we need to do the bottom piece too. Oh, it contoured it different than what I wanted. So let us go back in. And I know what I'm going to do to change it. All right, so I don't want to contour the A. All right, so what I'm going to do is this time I contoured it the opposite way. I like that. Maybe we'll just get rid of the admit one. I'm just going to play with it to see. There, we got it. Okay, I contoured out what I needed. And then that piece can just sit in the center. that will work for me. I think I can live with that. All right, so we'll move that over here out of the way. And when it cuts out, then it can go on the top. So, oh wait, while we size it though, we want to put it together and group it. All right. So now we just have to decide where we want everything to go. And I think we're going to make those a little bit smaller and put it here. And remember, when you're playing with these pieces and you're putting them on here, anything that overlaps a part that is going to be cut out, it can, when we weld it, it can weld it out of the way. So you want to be careful. Let's put the popcorn on the end and let's kind of curve it a little bit that way. And just get it to touch both. All right, and then let's take the film piece and curve it. I like things that curve. Let's curve it more. Lose some of those. And then let's make the ticket. Everything is folding that way. Maybe we want to fold something this way. I'll leave it this way. Shit, can't even talk. All right. We'll put the ticket right here. Let's see what we get underneath. Let's move this out of the way. Let us put that. All right. And let's see what it looks like when it's welded. All right. That's not bad. Okay, let's undo that because remember, we're going to make sure that that's ungrouped. Now what we want to do is duplicate it. All right. And we are going to flip it horizontally so that there we go. And put it right there. Now, I'm going to ungroup this and reflip the ticket. There we go. And then we'll just curve it on our own. And I think what I'm going to do is duplicate it again and put one in the center here. All right, so now what we want to do is ungroup the ticket and move that out of the way. Ungroup this whole thing. Ungroup the ticket and slide. Whoop. I clicked on it but didn't hit ungroup. Ungroup it and then move that up here. All right, so now we will select all of this and we will weld it. All right, and then now remember this is in the forefront, so let's arrange it to the back. And let's bring the ticket pieces onto the front. Like that. And there you have it. Now that is a almost 3-inch tall border that you could put anywhere on your layout. And you could do this with any groupings of items that you like. You could even put the word movies in here, and this could become your title. There's so many things that you could do with this. Way you could even make a scene with palm trees and beach chairs, and make it beachy because the beach is coming up. Summer's coming up and people are going to the beach. But I just wanted to give you something new. So I thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next week.